Is Eric Bieniemy really the answer to our offense? Find out in this video. What is up, you maniacs? Welcome to another video here on the Washington Football Maniacs YouTube channel. If you're new here, thank you for joining us. If you are a returning viewer, please thank you so much for your support. If you haven't already, make sure you are subscribed and make sure you hit that notification bell so you know when we have video releases released so you can watch them. And I was pondering this morning. I was wondering, is Eric Bieniemy the answer to our offense? This sounds like a crazy question, considering the fact that at the beginning of the season, and I know that, we're really, it feels like the season has just started and we're already, we're into game 6 coming up. But, Eric Bieniemy looked like he was shot in the arm with the offense. We're scoring over 30 points. We're actually moving the football. We're scoring touchdowns. Things are great. We're actually putting up more points than what the Kansas City Chiefs did. And so, obviously, we're thinking Eric Bieniemy, he's the answer. He's getting these guys in and out of the huddle. There's such a sense of urgency and stuff like that he was instilling into the offense during training camp. So all of these things that we know, and yet, Greg, you want to ask the stupid question, is he the answer? Are you an idiot? Well, the reason why I ask this is that when the Washington Commanders went on their big win streak last year, which got them back into playoff contention, they did it on the back of Brian Robinson in the running game. Brian Robinson, Antonio Gibson, guys like that who really had more of a ball control offense, who kept the other offenses off of the field. Yes, we scored fewer points, but we kept winning. And that was the big key. At the end of the game, we scored more points than the other team. And it doesn't matter if it's a 9-3 game or if it's a 43-9 game, we won, right? And so I started to ponder this because as we're looking at how Eric Bieniemy calls the games, he's very heavy-handed when it comes to the passing game. He was like this in Kansas City, It's going to be more based around the quarterback passing the football than it is handing off. And we're seeing this. Now, a lot of times the reason why we're seeing this is because Washington is having to play from behind. And a lot of times they're having to play from very well behind. And so it's obvious that you're going to have to pass more than run. I get that. But at the same time, it seems that we have seen a little bit of complaints where even when it's not that type of issue, we're still passing more than we're running. We were not behind in the Philadelphia game for most of that game, yet, a lot of the game was on Sam Howell's shoulders. So, that starts to ponder. This team, Ron Rivera wanted to have this 2-to-1 run to pass ratio. That's what he said last year. And then we bring in Eric Bieniemy, who is anything but that. And we're seeing that. We're seeing that we're not running the football. When we do run the football, when we are starting to get Brian Robinson cranked up, he can run the football, but we just don't use him enough. I don't feel like we use him enough. And again, it could be because we're behind in a lot of games. I understand that. But at the same time, we don't control the clock. We don't control the football. We don't keep the other team's offense off the field. Hence the reason why a lot of times that we're playing from behind, because right now the defense is not playing up to their standards. So, All that being said, is Eric Bieniemy the right man to lead the offense? Is he the right man to be the next head coach of this team? And, you know, I would say he definitely deserves a chance at head coach because I think he is head coach material. But I think this team, even though we have a lot of great wide receivers, well, I will say I'm probably wearing my burgundy and gold colored glasses on that. We've got some fantastic wide receivers. But we were built to run the football, and we're not running the football. And we saw it last year when we ran the football. We made a point to stick to that no matter what. We won football games. That's how we beat the Eagles last year. So, and I don't think anything has really changed from that from a year ago. So why are we not sticking with that formula? The only thing that's changed really is, we got Sam Howell, who is a better passer than Taylor Heineke. But I think that just works more in the favor of being able to have a better, well-balanced offense. At least have a better, well-balanced offense than pass happy. And so that's the point of this video is it makes you wonder, is Eric Bieniemy going to be on the polar opposite of, you got Ron Rivera, who we feel like has been pretty stubborn on a lot of things. Is Eric Bieniemy going to be stubborn on this as well, saying that, you know what, no matter what, this is how I'm going to call the game. This is how the offense is going to be run, no matter what. And is that going to be a detriment to the team and the talent that we have? Back in the glory years, I always go back to this because I was lucky enough to witness it. During those years, Gibbs and company, they knew what they had with their talent, and they utilized their talent to the best of their abilities. That's the reason why in 1981, when Gibbs came in, they were 0-5 because he tried to bring in the Don Coryell high-flying offense, and they were scoring a lot of points, but they were 0-5. When they changed their philosophy and they started handing the ball off to John Riggins and having more of a ball-controlled offense, they started winning football games. Very next year, they were Super Bowl champions. Not saying the same thing's going to happen in the present day, but I'm just saying you play to the strengths of the players that you have, and we've got some very talented players. So let me know in the comments what you think below. You think Eric Bieniemy? Maybe. I don't know. If we keep going, I know it's still pretty early in the season, and we're getting way ahead of ourselves, but could it be that if he's not utilizing our talent to the best of their abilities, all of our talent on offense, not just the wide receivers and the quarterback, maybe he's not the right man for the job? Let me know in the comments. And guess what, folks? I will see you in the next one.